Hi, I'm Tammy, and welcome to a beautiful day on the south coast of New South Wales, Australia. It's supposed to be autumn here, but someone forgot to tell Mother Nature, and she's given us some magic end of summer days. I'm here to show you the Nigel Jackson Tarot. It's a stunning deck, absolutely stunning. Out of print now, but I'm lucky enough to have picked up an edition without the box, but with everything in perfect condition, which is a shame because I would have paid twice as much for the box, but my game. Okay, the later editions. This is the first edition by Llewellyn in 2000. Later editions or later printings were renamed to the Medieval Enchantment Tarot. That's the card back. The card stock is stunning, but very durable. No slip and no stick. Okay, Nigel Jackson is mindful aesthetic. I can't pronounce it. Astrology and Pythagorean numerology in his card creations. The little white book does explain it very well. Personally, it's still over my head, astrology, numerology, but it's not necessary to have a full background at the moment using Nigel Jackson's tarot, because the cards just explain it all perfectly anyway. Okay, the majors are fully illustrated. Lover's card. The minors, fully illustrated also, but with floating pips. Here's our full card, and I've got Universal right away to compare it to. Here I've got a cat instead of the doggy. And is the Green Wanderer more so than the Foolish Traveller. Our Magician has become the Trickster. He's a bit of a shady character here. The High Priestess is stunning, more stunning than the Rider-Waite. That peacock there just makes it. But all the symbology's there in a medieval Renaissance style. He does, I'll get to it later, he does swap his, compared to the Rider-Waite, his swords as fire and ones as air, but it's not a problem. It doesn't affect the reading at all of the card. Here's our beautiful Justice. She's grounded. She's number 8 instead of number 11. Love that feet on there. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I'll show you the Strength card next, because that's your other number 8. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. The inscription reads, I shall reign, I have reigned, I reign, and I am without reign. Love the blindfolded Lady Luck. She's the puppeteer in our lives, isn't she? The Moon's always one of my favourite cards in most decks, except for the Universal Weight. But here's our Nigel Jackson one. All the symbology is there. Only more beautiful. And we have our aces. I'm going to show you some aces. They've got your Latin inscriptions. They're completely as to be expected, no surprises. The Ace of Cups bothers me, only because there's something else written there and I cannot find what it is. That's not in the little white book. I probably should know, but I don't. And the little white book's fantastic, but that's frustrating. I've had it under a microscope. Not a microscope, magnifying glass. Maybe the microscope, but no, the magnifying glass, and it still doesn't tell me. I don't need the book to tell me about most cards. It's... How perfect is that? She's just showing complete lack of interest. And she's waiting. She's waiting for something. Okay, our Seven of Cups. It's got a choice of paths. And our Eight of Cups is moving on. I don't show all the cards in the deck. I don't like to. If you want a book, you buy the book. Okay, here's our 5 coins. And our 7 of coins, unlike the Rider-Waite, this guy is lazy ass. I mean, he's taken a break from the hard work of fishing. This guy has been working his little ringer off. Hasn't hurt him any, because by the 9 of coins, he's quite comfortable. My table's rocking, sorry. And here's the beautiful 9 of Swords. Okay. Having a very disturbed dream, mental anguish, unsettled. Our 4 of Swords in recuperation. One of my favourite 3 of Swords ever. It's not disturbing, but we can still see the pain, the separation. Our 2 of Swords is one that does deviate a lot from the Rider-Waite, but we've got a truce instead of... I suppose she doesn't know what to do next, but this truce is more comforting. I think more good seems to be on its way because of it. Okay, we could say it might be like the 2 of Wands, but no, because the 2 of Staffs is our 2 of Wands, which suits perfectly. Okay, here's our 4 of Staffs. Another very different way to see the celebration at the end of a completed project. These girls are running amok. This guy's just in quiet contemplation. Loving the movement on the 8 of Staffs. There's our 6 of Staffs. Okay, our 3 of Staffs is one of my favourite cards in the whole deck, because this guy's waiting. This guy said, fuck it, I'm going for it. He's out there, he's being proactive. He's only waiting and watching, whereas we've taken one step further here. If I could complain about anything, it could be the chords. I just get a sense of same as. They're still beautiful. All the symbology is there. I would just like something different in their faces. A little something different. Now that little white book is amazing. It really, really is. But still, it's not enough. I mean, there are some awesome cards in here where there's no extra information. I want to know what's in that devil's book. And the Hermit's little red pouch. What's in that? One of my favourites I could do with a whole chapter on in the book is the Death card. He's the master of the dance of death. The Grim Reaper himself exposed. I mean, I could just look at this card all day, but I just want a whole chapter on it. And saying that, there's nothing wrong with the little white book. It's amazing. It's got all the information, not all the information, as I said, it's missing what I want, but I'm just greedy. There's an awesome section here called The Legend of the Soul, the Gnostic Tarot narrative, where he condenses the story of the Fool's Journey from the Gnostic's point of view. Further on towards the back, we have some awesome spreads. There is no Celtic cross in these spreads, but these are far better. This one here, the Method of the Seventh card, he is anal in describing these layouts and spreads. You've got to shuffle so many times and blow wind up your ass. I hate but it'd be fun to try. The Royal Path. There is one called the Eastern Cross, which I'm looking forward to trying. I'm not normally a spreads person, but these look interesting. Maybe I'm not a spreads person because I'm not. I like the Rider-Waite, but it's just sort of, no, Rider-Waite. I like the Celtic Cross, but it's just sort of overdone. There's also a page on card combinations. I can't find it right now. I did have it bookmarked. And a whole small chapter on the cards for magical meditations. And perfectly, because I was complaining about needing to know more and wanting more, this bibliography, it's the glossary, the bibliography is quite detailed. So, that's my Nigel Jackson. Thank you for watching. See ya.